the VIP, and the queen champion polo club. Let the games begin.
Good morning. Welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwentz. We're live. Aspen Valley Polo Club. back to the McClure River Ranch on field number 2 for our semifinal round robin. It's going to be a good one this week. The tournament committee set a few different games up, so this is going to be a battle royale today, you could call it, because the 2 top teams today in our round robin are going to be headed to the finals of the beautiful 2025 Mount Sopris Cup, as Mount Sopris towers above us all summer long here at 12,965 feet, the summit. I talk a lot about the Mount Sopris Polo Field at 9,000 feet, right there between 8 and 9, and one of the most spectacular fields that I've seen traveling around the United States, and one of the first fields that was acquired here by the Gansey family for the Aspen Valley Polo Club. And remember, this is our 12th season, so we're going to start out with Audi and Mountain Chevrolet, Mark Gansey, Jason Crowder, Alejandro Villastrada, Juan Bellini. They'll be in the black jerseys. Mountain Chevrolet will be in the white jerseys with Michael Payne, Grant Gansey, Nick Rodet, and Hilario Figueres. It looks like they're all ready to go out there with our Mountain Fisher Gaston Dorniak. So I'm going to get to my announcing booth, talk about the whole weekend for you. Thanks for joining us here on CTV Sports. All ready to go, Gaston? And away we go. Remember, here at Aspen Valley Polo Club, switch teams up week by week, so this is going to be a brand new group here of players. And tournament committee doing a great job again. Very competitive the last couple of weeks. This is actually our second round robin of the year, as we've been switching it up off and on as we have a whistle on the play. And we'll go ahead and check one of the ponies there. Now, our third team is going to be Los Amigos, and I'd like to welcome back Alejandro Foster with the Los Amigos team, Sugar Erskine, Tomato Perez, Nacho Navija Estrada. They'll play the final 6 chuckers of the round robin. 9 chuckers here in our round robin setup. And remember, the winning team will sit down. The runners-up in the first 3 chuckers will sit. We'll go ahead and stay up. I apologize. And then we'll get the Los Amigos team. Join us tomorrow at 11 a.m., where we're going to go ahead and have our kids polo. Remember, everything on Mountain Standard Time here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club, so make sure you put that on your calendar. And a lot of fun. We got a lot of our young polo stars in town. And if you watched our Twilight Polo this week and any of our round robin setup last week, you saw a lot of the young stars that will be playing tomorrow. And then, as I said, a little different setup. And I love what the tournament committee did this week. The 2 top teams from today in this round robin are going to go ahead and move on to the Mount Sopris final, Mount Sopris Cup final on Sunday. So be at 11 a.m. And then we'll have the D. Jensen Memorial. We'll talk more about that as the weekend goes on. Much love to the Jensen family. Dr. Dave Jensen, beautiful wife Dee, passed away. And amazing lady. So we'll be having a memorial for her on Sunday. So the third place team today will play against an all-star team that you will meet on Sunday. And I believe it's going to be the Satai, led by Melissa Gansey. I'm going to keep that a little bit of a note so you'll see who's going to go ahead and participate, because we have a lot of different players in town. So that'll be a lot of fun. Make sure you join us here. That'll be at the McClure River Ranch, field number 1. We had a little time out there for one of our ponies, so we get attack time. We got everybody back out on the field. A little blustery today. It was blustery yesterday. We were up at the high mesa. The wind were blowing, and So that'll make a little difference, eh? Well, you know what? You might as well give him another goal here, Michael Payne. And Michael had the goal of the tournament on Sunday. A fantastic neck shot that I don't even, like I said, I don't know how you practice it. You just got to feel it, I guess. The angle was truly amazing. As I see Alejandro being driven in by Paul. Good to see you guys. Good luck today, Alejandro. And the Los Amigos Red team, as they'll be watching down in their tent, in their locker room, to prepare for these two teams. Juan Bellini. So Audi Black will set up with Mark playing number 1, Gansey, Jason Crowder wearing the 2, and then you will have Estrada, Alejandro, and then Juan Bellini playing the back. So Alejandro and Juan play a great back, dynamic duo back there, and you're going to see good moves by Crowder and Gansey in the front. We are going to get a blocking foul here, which will be our first penalty 2 of the day. Open goal penalty 2, looks like that'll be the Cobra to do the honors here for the Audi Black team. 30-yard shot. Wind blowing from the west. There's the putter stroke, and no problem for the Cobras. He'll pick up his first goal of the day. And Mark's been very, very solid from the penalty line this summer. Actually winning a couple games for his team right at the end with some fantastic penalty shot shooting. Now, as I say, this field does run north and south, the McClure River Ranch field number 1 or 2. And we have the Riverside, which you'll see is down towards the woods. You'll see the backdrops there. And then Highway 82, which runs along the frontage road that comes into the McClure River Ranch. That'll be the Highway 82 goal to the north. And the wind is blowing from the west today. So that's going to be a crosswind. So it's not going to be as difficult, I would say, as it would be running into it. But it is going to cause probably a little bit of a problem on some of the long penalty shots. So we'll see how that works today. Uh-oh. Mark on the move here. He's got Alejandro going forward. Cobra and Nick come together. Loose ball play. Well done, Gansey. Carries it in. Everybody turned around. And the Mount Chevrolet team with Michael Payne, Grant Gansey, Nick Rodan, and Lario Figueres will turn the defense into offense. It looks like Nick on 40. Beautiful mare here. I heard he got that for his birthday. So they were telling me. Happy birthday, Nick. You get a lot done on that mare. Make you feel good. On the move right here, though. They come around the corner. Near side neck shot from Nick. Oh, taken off the doorstep. And we got the boys in town this week. So we are going to get looks like a courtesy change here with 2:38 on the clock. That's going to work in favor of the Audi team, as they had control of that right in front of goal. And so with 1-1 on the board here, we will go and get them switched up on different horses. So they'll go ahead and get them all changed up here. And as I said, we're getting low gusts and beautiful temperatures. Once again, I'd like to welcome everybody back to the McClure River Ranch, Astor Valley Polo Club. A lot of our polo fans back in town. Great group during our July month. But look at this, Crowder on the Big Bay Pony, Jason. Oh, overrides. Nickel override. Lario turned around, picked up here Michael. And it will be Gansey, Mark, on the Bay Pony. Nice pickup here. Very competitive early. Shot on goal. And taken off the doorstep with Roldan, and Nick will work it to the, well, he worked that one across and then decided to take it back the opposite direction. That's going to work out for the moment. Loose ball play, looking for Lario. Backed up cleanly by Crowder. Turned up nicely by Gansey. Going forward will be Alejandro. Mark says, I'm going to keep it with me. Well, not. Good thought process there. Loose ball play. And they all come together. No whistle on the play, and we got a true breakaway coming as Nick Roldan trying to work it out on the Bay Pony. Too bad to the inside, can't get it done. Then he's got to leave it. Here comes Alejandro on the gray. Alejandro working it down, and shot on goal. And Estrada will finish it. Get in some help from Crowder. Making it 2-1 here in the first chukker. That might take it down to the end here. We'll see if they're going to get another bowl in. They all come back to the center. Got a broken mallet head. That's going to stop the clock with 48 seconds to be precise. So we'll go and stop the clock on the gentleman's rule. Remember the gentleman's rule? Gentleman's rule based on the broken mallet coming off the head of, coming off the stick there of Nick. I like that rule. That's a tournament committee rule put together here at Aspen Valley Polo Club. We do it at the Grand Champion Polo Club, our sister club too, in some of our tournaments. Just keeps it even, 4-on-4. But remember, your team must have the ball, or it must be a neutral play, which is right here on the bowling. So with 48, here we go. Back and forth, inside. Turned around nicely and controlled. Looking for a Mount Chevrolet player. They come together, backed up cleanly there, nicely by Bellini. They'll turn in, it'll be Alejandro, and now, Jason. And they got Mark going forward. Alejandro leans way out in front. They still have time with 13 seconds. Michael's got to pull out. Alejandro with the shot on goal. And that will end the chukker. So, 2-1. And a turning bird play there. So, we're going to go to a little break. Get everybody on some fresh ponies. And we'll be right back. This is the 2025 Mount Sopris Cup. We're live from the Asphalt Polo Club. McClure River Ranch on a blustery day in Aspen, Colorado. Hasn't really caused that much of a difference. As I said, blowing across the field. But we will see. When that wind's blowing in your face sometimes. But we'll see what teams take advantage of it. As Nick looking forward here. And as they blow through, they all come together and we get a whistle on the play. So they'll go ahead and carry this one down. Looks like they'll be in favor of the Mountain Chevrolet team. Two to one. And we're going to go get an open goal penalty shot here. Penalty 3. Look, it'll be Grant Gansey to do the honors. And Grant, no problem. As he'll go ahead and put that one away. And get the equalizer here, making it 2-2. Back to the center we go. We will switch directions for any of you new viewers. That is the procedure used in the game of polo. Always recognizing that. We have so many new viewers coming out to the games here at Aspen. We love seeing that. I'd like to welcome any of our new patrons here today. Mallets in the air, no whistles on the play. And I think we're going to be in for a interesting, energy, exhilarating 3 chuckers here between the 2 top car dealership companies, brands in the world, Chevrolet and Audi, as they go at it. Gaston Dorniak letting them play here. Get out of the way, because here comes Roldan. Nick on the move. Roldan with the approach shot off to the left. Look to come in from left to right, and Nick Roldan. Good coverage there. And Roldan will pick up another one for Mountain Chevrolet. It's going to be a grudge match. Back and forth, 3-2. Back to the center. And every ball in here is going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be important, too, in this game. Michael Payne getting out in front. Michael Payne. Shot on goal. Michael Payne. And that one's going to go just off to the left side. So they'll line them right back up here. It'll be Juan Bellini to do the honors for Audi Black. Not many knock-ins here early. Both teams going for it. Just got it. Going to be picked up here by Mark. Oh, well done here by Gansey out of the air. Working it down nicely on the Bay Pony. Cobra going to goal. Approach shot. That's perfect. Coming in from left to right now. And that's how you get it done right there. That's a perfect way to run the goal there as Mark Gansey. What a pickup here on the boards in front of everybody here. And that was not an easy goal, but I want to applaud the approach shot. Always to the far post. That gives you room, and then you get the easy finish. So Gansey getting the equalizer there. And with 2:53 on the clock, we'll have our courtesy change. Wow, this one's going to go right down to the end. You're going to want to keep scoring goals because remember, the two top teams will go to the finals. So with Los Amigos Red preparing down in their tent, every goal will count because if we get a tie, could go to net goals, and then it could go to gross goals. We'll see how they go about it. As Roldan's going to win this one for Mount Chevrolet. Now, Grant trying to get through the match. Picked up cleanly here by Bellini. Opened up nicely out of the air by Ilario. Figueres. Ilario walking the dog. Ilario, good ball control. Well done, Estrada. So strong on the defense. He'll knock this one out with 2:15 on the clock. So it looked like Mountain Chevrolet is going to take... Oh, man, Nicky going to turn on this one quickly. Now, get through the hook. Well done, Gansey. Backed up cleanly by Crowder. Here comes Audi Black. This is a turn and burn play from defense to offense. Here comes Mark Gansey. Oh, on the move, on the Bay Pony. Coming in from left to right. There's the cut shot. That ball's got eyes all day long as Mark Gansey is going to rock and roll one. But I got to love this defensive play here. First of all, it started out actually with Mark making a hook on Nick. Then Crowder and Estrada do their job, and Mark goes from defense to offense, and that is a brilliant run, and you got to love the Bay Pony there. Santa Rita breeding operation. Once again, Mark getting out front. Good luck. You are not going to catch him. That'll stop the clock with 1:17. Now we'll get it going, 1:15. Picked up here by Grant. Everybody calling for the back shot from Estrada. Picked up by Michael Payne. Michael leaves it for Nick. Bellini's got to give one play. He was blocking him there. Nick's going to try to run by him. The two number 4s going at it. Roldan. As we click down under a minute. Here they come. Now it's going to be Mark again looking for a hat trick. They work it out. Crowder looking for, oh, this is dangerous right here. But Mark, no problem. Turns it up. Wants to keep it going forward. And he does. Trying to get it outside the 60. Works it off the boards here. 18 seconds on the clock. Opportunity still for Mount Chevrolet. Nick from a standstill. Now looking for Ilario. Michael. And Jason will escort that one off the field. So that will end our second chucker. Put your hands together here at the Adams Valley Polo Club. And we got a great game going for you here. What a match, 4-3. We're going to go and get everybody else a fresh ponies, and we'll be right back as commercial break. Good run, brother. All right, welcome back, everybody. We've turned into a blustery day. What can I say? Blowing good today. The winds out of the west, and but it doesn't seem to be affecting the players at all. Great game here, especially this guy right here, Mark Gansey. Cobra. Oh, look for the give and go here. Alejandro stayed still there. So, good turnaround. Picked up down by Nick. Taken across by Roldan. Back and forth, going to be Estrada. Oh, and this is going to be tight right here, as looks like number 4 in the Audi Black going to get caught in a right-of-way violation there. So we're getting gusts of wind that come across, so that's going to be a difference. We'll see how that affects it. Stays blowing and then does so. Very clean, though. The air is just beautiful. Skies are amazing. Temperatures just perfect. And here comes Grant Gansey looking for goal number 2 from the penalty line. Grant, no problem. And the Gansey boys, both 100% from the line. And what up? Good to see y'all. Welcome back. We got the crew in town. Nice to see y'all. Back to the center here on the bowling there, 4-4. Remember, win the winners of this round robin. The 2 top winners will go to the finals. So it's going to be a lot of work by both teams here. I think the goalpost starting to bend a little bit down there, so we'll keep an eye on that as the wind picks up. And again, we'll see who's going to get through it. But well done here as Gansey and Roldan go at it. Nice play. Well done, Mark. Now this ball's going to go off to the left. Can he save it? And a shot on goal. Oh, no. What an attempt there. And that's what you want to try to do. You either shoot for the goal, as Mark tried, and that was taken off the doorstep by Roldan. Now Nick, he'll pick it up. 4:20 on the clock. Hello, Aspen, Colorado, as they get going back and forth. 4-4 here. Going to be a nail biter here. Then, now Alejandro going to try to go with the opposite side of his mallet, and he's going to get caught on the foul. This is a clean play. 100% clean play. And I'm not going to lie to you, because I actually got caught in this play as a young player. It does not matter whether you have a mallet in your hand to have the right of way. And that is going to be the difference there. Can be a little misconception to some players But you do not need every. Do apologize about that. We gotta everything going. My foot. All right. All right, welcome back. One, two, and two. No, we're done. All right, welcome back. Sorry about that. We had a little a gust of wind blew in there. I do apologize. We had a Pelly 2 for Mark Gansey back there, which was a great call, as that was well, you don't need to have a mallet in your hand to have the right of way. Even though they had a broken head, Lario reached in front. We're going to get a right of way violation right here. All right, so we do apologize about that. We had a huge gust of wind blow in. And when it blows, it blows. That's all we can say. But game continues as it goes back and forth here. 5-4, 2:34 on the clock. Opportunity for Audi Black to take home his first 3 chuckers. Oh! Alejandro looking for Cobra. No play on that one. Picked up cleanly and turned around now by Lario. Figueres will work this one around as they come down. Looking for the equalizer. Left down for Roldan. He'll bounce off the back of one. They try to sneak this one through. 2 minutes left in the chucker. Nick going to take it inside. Looking for the shot on goal. And cleaned up and taken out by Audi Black, as with 1:49 on the clock, they will keep it into the corner. Good pickup here. Taking around now. This is what you want to get. Crowder going forward. 1:33 on the clock. Still a lot of time. Jason can put the nail in the coffin right here, but here comes Gansey. Grant's going to get back. That one falls off. Now, Jason, and we'll get a whistle right there. Jason's going to get caught on blocking the play. So, on the penalty, we get a penalty 5A from the spot. And that is going to be picked up and controlled now by Nickel Dan. They need to get a run here with 1:16 on the clock. Here comes Mountain Chevrolet. Michael, Grant, and Crowder come together now. Jason, all the way across to Bellini. This play's going to work. Juan can keep it moving. Keep your eyes on that ball down there. As going to be picked up now by Alejandro. 35 seconds on the clock. Alejandro and Bellini can finish it here. Juan, that's going to work right to the Cobra. Perfect play here from Mark to put the icing on the cake. Gansey right in front of goal. And they'll still get a knock in here with 16 seconds. But the clock's going to tick down. And it looks like they're going to run out of time. So, what a three chuckers there. As Jesus. That'll end it right there. We're going to go to commercial break. We'll be right back. As Gaston, we are good. Yes, sir. What a first three chuckers. We're already. We do apologize about that. We've had some 40-mile-an-hour winds today, but what a great game! I got to give it up to Audi and Mount Chevrolet. A very strong match between them, but congratulations to Audi. They're going to win that first leg, but we got a lot of polo to be played here because Mount Chevrolet, they're going to play against Los Amigos Red, and I'd like to welcome the Los Amigos Red team. And Alejandro Foster, Sugar Erskine, Camacho Piedes, and Nacho Navija Estrada. We do apologize about that here at the on our cameras and our broadcast booth. We're kind of looking into the wind. It's kind of coming straight in our face, so we're dealing with it the best we can. We hope it's working out for you guys there on the other side. Good job down there in Southern Florida in the studios, guys. But here we go. We're all good. We got them going. And Nacho Navija Estrada is going to jump on that right of way there. And that's going to be one of the first times that you actually we see a player actually, there's one player following the ball, but he was not on the line, and a player meeting the ball 100%. So Nacho Navija Estrada, number 4 in the red, he's going to meet that ball perfectly. And that's where it all comes into play. He's 100% on the line. Now, if he came in at an angle, then Ilario would have been okay because he was coming at about 45 degrees, but with the ball. So that's just one of those plays where the man meeting the ball is 100%. He gets the right of way. Here comes Camacho Piedes on the open goal penalty 3. Camacho. And no problem. As Camacho Piedes will pick one up for Los Amigos Red early. Now, as I said, there's a lot of polo to be played here because, remember, the Red needs to play against Mount Chevrolet here, and Mount Chevrolet gets a win, and Los Amigos was to beat Audi, then you're going to get that's going to be a 3-way tie, so they're going to check that out. And then if you have Mount Chevrolet win and Audi beats the Red, then Mount Chevrolet will actually go. So they still got an opportunity. And that was a very, very strong 3 chuckers by both teams in our first leg. What a round robin. Michael. And nice try there by Michael Payne. But we'll keep the 1 goal difference here. All right, here we go. And looks like we are going to get a safety on the play. So penalty 6. We go in favor of Mountain Chevrolet. It's going to be Grant Gansey. 100% from the penalty line today. Double G. Oh, well hit, Grant. Well done, Grant Gansey. 100% from the penalty line today. Grant Gansey just hitting the ball so clean. 2 penalty 3s and a penalty 6. Wow, well done. All right, back to the center. And as I said, another even, very even game. Whoa! He's got a couple players coming together here. As you said, you never know. You can have 2 players from the same team run into each other. That is part of the game. But they'll go ahead and give that ball up to the red team. On the fair play. Remember, just because 2 players on the same team do run into each other, that does not mean you don't stop the game. And so we had 2 Mountain Chevrolet players there kind of misreading each other. So that gives the ball here. This is about 1:30 for Nacho. Estrada. Oh, Lario tries to meet that one. Picked up by Michael. Here comes Mountain Chevrolet. Michael Payne working this one down. Good pick up on the move. Going to be run and gun by Lario. He'll override. Loose ball play. Michael Payne still working it from the rumble seat. Turned around now by Nacho. And he'll work it forward for Los Amigos Red. On the move, picked up here and controlled by Roldan. Nick from a standstill. Nick going to lay it down there in front for Grant Gansey. And Grant's going to pick up another one. So Gansey getting it done from the penalty line and from the field. And a nice pass there by Nick. As we go to our courtesy change. They'll stop the clock with 3:09 to be precise. Well done, Double G. He'll go ahead and switch up the chestnut. Got a lot done on this beautiful pony right here. I got to tell you, that first 3 chuckers, that was very, very interesting. Once again, both teams playing at a high level, but also dealing with the wind and all the parts of Mother Nature that do come into play in polo games. It's going to give the Audi Black team, a time to recover here. And I would think that was pretty big in this round robin, just because when you're battling it out like that in such a tough game, and remember, they carried the scores over last week, so that gave it a little bit easier role play for the teams or tournament committee. But this week, you got to win if you want to go to the show. Back and forth there, picked up. And turned around. Oh, Los Amigos Red looked like they had an opportunity there. But they don't get it done. And then finally, looks like we are going to get a reaching call. So we'll do a penalty 5A from the spot. Another 130 for Nacho. A little bit of a wind behind them, and Nacho Navija Estrada is going to just crush one. And that's where that crosswind would come in today. It actually was a little bit behind his back, but it is going across the field, as I said, so that angle was a little tough there, and it pushed it to that far post. Nice attempt there by Estrada, though. Now it's going to be Michael. Out in front, Michael Payne. Michael reaching way back. Michael Payne, 3 in a row, looking for the finish. Michael, override, backed up by Piedes. Tamacho. Loose ball play. Oh, they all come together there. And you're going to get a foul. Fouling the second man. So that'll drop the ball right here for another penalty 5A. So the Los Amigos Red team getting control. Loose ball picked up here, taken forward. And look at this, Los Amigos Red turning up the heat. They'll get the equalizer with 1:40 on the clock. Well done by both teams here. They try to get through this first leg. Still feeling each other out a little bit. Sugar Erskine will get the goal there. Now, and back to the center they will go. Loose ball. A little different on it. Sugar switching his helmet up on us. We get a timeout for a tack time.
Are you okay?
And we're going to make sure our mounted official's okay. As that'll take time with 1:12 on the clock. It looks like he's going to get back on, so he should be okay there. I think he might have got hit with that ball in the middle there. Or Lario, one of the horse's head, when he spun around, caught Gaston in the back. And being a professional umpire, I can tell you, it can be a little bit difficult sometimes, some of the positions you're in. Gaston looks like he's okay, so we'll get a penalty. Here's a fair play for Roldan, Nick. Nice shot down the center here, Nick. Stolen away, though, by Nacho. Estrada staying calm, cool, collective. Estrada's going to go ahead and move it down. Looking for Roldan. Pick up here and stolen away. Nick's going to snap one over to Gansey. Grant and Nacho come together. Clean play here. Looked like it passed him on the opposite side. Now backed up by Roldan. Cross the center. Picked up and taken forward now. And here comes Erskine. Sugar on the move. Erskine has the opportunity, and he's going to drop the hammer. And there you go, as Los Amigos Red will grab one right at the end of the chukker, making it 3-2. And we will go ahead and send them off. Get on some fresh ponies here. And again, we're going to have a grudge match, I think, here in our second leg of this amazing tournament as it goes on. So stay with us. We'll be back after this commercial break. All right, welcome back, everybody. And what beautiful skies today here in Colorado. Audi's still sitting down in the tent down there. And this is going to be, they're going to come in with some very strong horses in the final three chukkers. And the opportunity to figure out what Los Amigos Red is doing. At the moment, if you just joined us, welcome back. We have Mount Sopris Cup 2025, Mount Chevrolet. Los Amigos, Alondra Foster in the red, Sugar Erskine. Camacho Piedras and Nacho. And all three of them got gray helmets on today. Camacho's got the lighter gray helmet on. Sugar, he used to have a white helmet, but don't be confused. He got a new gray helmet. And whoa, what a shot here by Nick Roldan. Incredible. And that is just fantastic. 145? Man. Launching one to make it 3-3 here early in the second chukker of our second leg. And that's what you need here, Nick. Now remember, Mount Chevrolet, they need to get a win here if they want to have any chance of being in the final on Sunday. If Los Amigos is to win this leg, they will be in no matter what against Audi, because that would give Mount Chevrolet 2 losses today. So Lola, they need it. They want it. Go get it. Roldan. Oh, man, he had Grant Gansey going. Ilario still has him. Now they have Michael. Now Ilario's going to regroup here. Ilario going down the center. They come together. Flip to the inside by Camacho. Met in there by Sugar. Erskine. And we'll get a whistle on the play. Somebody's got to be wrong in there. No, they're just going to let Nick turn it, and that's okay. But you'll get a safety. So, man, I guess Sugar got out there in time. So they let it play on. And Nick, I'm surprised he didn't hit that one into the river. I mean, Nacho wants to play goalie in there. Well, that's his problem. But he hit a nice low ball. Nacho, if he just shot a very strong, just stayed right in there and saved it, knocked it over the end line for a safety. Grant Gansey will get another opportunity. Second penalty, 6 of the day for Grant. So this will be a huge goal. And Grant got that win coming, so he's probably going to hit more to the right post here. Got to deal with the crosswind. Here comes Gansey. Wow. Right when Grant went to hit that, we got a big gust blow in. And that's the timing plays that they're going to have to deal with today, these top players. Turned around here nicely by Ilario. Now it's going to be Nick. Roldan. Oh, no, still Ilario. Now Nick comes in behind. Ilario's going to get a clean shot on goal. And Figueres will pick up the goal. And give that Mount Chevrolet a 1-goal lead. But mucho tiempo, a lot of time left here. In the second chucker of the second leg. Our 5th chucker of the day. And that'll send us into our courtesy change with 3:50 on the clock. So everybody on Mount Chevrolet is going for a fresh horse except for Ilario. So they are very, very, very serious about getting a win here. They're going to take advantage of this courtesy change. And I got to tell you, the aspen trees they talk about a lot when they blow in the wind, how beautiful they are. Well, today is a perfect day to admire these beautiful aspen trees. As they're just dancing in the wind, you can see. It is fantastic to watch. All right, we got everybody back on. If they can get the win here, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a final 3 chuckers. Los Amigos is going to be. They're going to be in a spot. They're going to need to beat Audi, so they're going to have to really come strong. So this is making it very, very exciting today here. McClure River Ranch, field number 2, Aspen Valley Polo Club, and picked up here now by Tamacho. Tamacho Pieta turning around quickly there. Now the loose ball play is going to be now taken in by Estrada. Nacho, well done, Roldan. And whoa, what a play by Nick Roldan. Goes near side first, flips it in the air, and it takes it under the neck. Awesome play there. Now, Tamacho on the give and go. And he's got Sugar all by himself. Once, twice. And Erskine, and I do apologize. That is Nacho. They look so much alike today, all those guys. The 3 amigos, I call them. Los Amigos, 3 amigos. Alejandro, very easy to spot in a red helmet. 4-4, they are knocking on the door, keeping it moving here with 2:30 on the clock. This one's going to go right down to the end. I mean, it was tied up in the Audi Mountain Chevrolet game all the way down to the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And then Audi turned up the heat. On the move, out the door, trouble in paradise, as looks like Tamacho Pieta is going to break loose here, and he is all by himself. Michael Payne coming in hot. Tamacho. Okay, Golazo Tamacho Pierres, as he's going to go coast to coast like butter on toast. Take that one out in front. I believe he's riding Vodka there. As again, one of his top horses. She has been playing fantastic for him. He might have a couple grays he rides also. 1:30 on the clock. But there, again, what a breakaway play. And also he gets out in front of everybody so he doesn't get caught on the foul. Because a lot of people might say, oh, he crossed there. Yeah, but everybody was too far beyond the ball. They were too far back. And look at Samacho trying to work it out again. But it's going to get turned around here by Mount Chevrolet. Michael on the little bald-faced pony. He'll override. Backed up cleanly by Sugar. Looking for Nacho. Grant will get it going. Little mishit. Nacho will control. 56 seconds on the clock. Now, remember that little cross breeze coming from the far side. I should say that's going to help, but no problem. Oh, there's Tamacho Perez. Grant goes to go across the center with it. That's a dangerous play, and Tamacho is going to put one through the post here. And look at this. The Los Amigos red team is going to get a goal, 2 goals ahead, as they will go ahead 6-4 here, going into the third and final chukker of our second leg. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back. All right, here we go, everybody. Third and final chukker of our second leg. 6th chukker of the day. Audi Black getting ready to go down there. Los Amigos red in a good position right now. And we have a quick time out. A very quick time out there. Ambulance, please come out. Ambulance, please come out to the field. Come on, ambulance. All right, welcome back, everybody. We did have a little injury right there. As I say, sometimes that ball does fly around the field. Now you're okay. Nah, it does fly around the field pretty fast, especially when you're in close quarters. Was Ilario. Welcome back, everybody, as we get ready for our final 6:07 there. We had a little injury timeout. I was talking about that. That ball does move around the field. I always tell our patrons always to watch out as they will leave the field. But, the players, they're constantly keeping an eye on the ball as it does move around there. So Ilario, forget us, he did catch one there, and we got our paramedics always on the scene, and we want to thank them. Ilario's okay, which is very good. Happy to hear that. So we continue here, 6-4, and this is still anybody's match right here. Anybody's match. This Mountain Chevrolet team's so strong, but they can keep it going here. If Los Amigos Red can keep up the energy, and they'll turn it around. And actually, Sugar's new helmet is a camo. I like that. Got the new camo helmet for Erskine. Got a good close-up of him right there. Nick Rodan, knowing he's down by 2, is going to take it to the hoop. Oh, no override. That doesn't happen a lot. As Nick was running around the turn there, now they go into the corner, and Camacho Pierres has been on fire here in the second and third chucker. Nice hook in there by Michael Payne. Turn around the corner by Ilario, so he looks okay. There's the give and go. Ilario will have an opportunity. Ilario Figueres. Ilario once, Ilario twice, and that is a very good sign for Mount Chevrolet to see Ilario back in the loop as we click down under 4:15 now. Once again, both teams still battling that wind today. Conditions have stayed the same. They have not changed drastically. At the beginning, I guess, the Audi Chevrolet and Mountain Chevrolet team, that was a little different. It was a little lighter, but now it's stayed constant. So both teams dealing with the same conditions today. That's part of the game. Remember, we do play in the rain if you need to also, as long as it's safe for the players and the horses. Even though we're very lucky up here in beautiful Aspen, Colorado, they get a shot on goal, and oh man, this is a great shot, and a near side neck shot goal by Erskine. Whoa, what a play. Not an easy goal, but more importantly, it's going to keep them up 2 goals here as we click down to the 3:15 mark. Now that'll go to a courtesy change, and we're going to see the same as we always see. Mount Chevrolet, 3 of the 4 players. Ilario's going to stay on top. And then we're going to see Nick, Grant, and Michael take advantage of the courtesy change. So that will be a difference here. This could make the difference. They're all going to jump on, I'm sure, some of their top ponies. But I like the way the Los Amigos red team, they've done a fantastic job working together, using each other well, and also a little different setup here because usually Alejandra's pulling the team, but today Alejandra, she's rotating around in the middle of the team, and that's working out very, very well. And Alejandra, she likes to mix it up, likes to get in the middle of the game, has the horsepower to do it. They're going to go ahead and get the bowling from the opposite direction now on Gaston Dorniak, controlled by Nacho. And this is where time will become of the essence with 3 minutes left. Let's see what they can do. Mountain Chevrolet will regroup here, and it's got to be Grant Gansey to do it first. Grant. They don't have much time. They're sitting in a good spot, though, with 2:38 on the clock. If they can get one early, and Michael's going to get a breakaway. Oh, override. Now Alejandra coming across. Going to be picked up by Ilario. Backed up cleanly, looking for Nick. Guy has no play. Has to give it up to Nacho. And it's going to be Sugar. Erskine, why not take your time? Nobody's there. And the clock goes tick, tick, tick. Sugar using the clock nicely. Now he'll go down the center. Loose ball play. They all come together. And now I'm going to go into the corner. Picked up and turned around quickly. Nick will control, though. Almost looked like Los Amigos had control there. And then Nick, but they don't want to foul. And that's one thing you'll see they will not do. As Sugar was like, no worries, I'm not going to do it. Sorry about that. I kind of mixed up Nacho and Sugar. There's Nacho now. Picked up here, they clean play, and they come together. Nick's going to get one here early, I would think, and that's going to be Ilario. So Ilario's going to pick up another goal. Now they'll get back to center. And, oh, oh no, it's going to be another nail biter with 1:06 on the clock. Mount Chevrolet needs to get this ball out of the bowl in and break loose. And I do apologize if I mixed a few of the players up, because I got to tell you, the Los Amigos team today, they got me baffled, man, as they look so similar, a lot of the players on the far side. Horse-wise, too. But you know what? When a good team plays well, that's what happens. They're going for it. Going to be picked up here and controlled by Nick. He's got time. 34 seconds. Roldan. Uh-oh, the override. Sugar. He's got control here. Erskine. There's your warning horn. Erskine out of the air. Well done, Camacho Pierres. Now, well done, Grant. They come together. Roldan with the opportunity. Nick to get it. Oh, Nick overrides. Alario overrides. Everybody working hard. Michael with the back shot. Alejandro with the defense. They can't make a play on it. Alejandro's going to save the day here. Well done, Alejandro Foster. That is the top play of this three chuckers. It always comes down to one little play. Alejandro with a good defense there. Bad luck for Mountain Chevrolet, but I want to thank Michael Payne and the Mountain Chevrolet team. They just kept battling and fighting and fighting. Ilario Figueres, Grant Gansey, who was 100% on the penalty line. You don't usually see a team 100%, one guy 100% on the penalty line, they lose. Nick Roldan scoring from like 145, but well done to the Los Amigos red team. And, well, we're going to have a true final here to see who is first and who's second, as they're both going to make it in, but I'm sure you're going to see a battle here. So we're going to go to a little break, and we'll be back for the final three chuckers, 7, 8, and 9. It'll be our final leg. So stay with us. CTV Sports. of our 9-chucker round robin. I want to thank everybody for coming out today on a blustery day. We are ready to go, Gaston. All ready, Gaston, whenever you're ready. We'll get the final call here.
Feeling good? Feeling good? Okay.
All right, we're getting back for this final 3 chuckers. And remember, these 2 teams have actually made it in. So, going to be an interesting final 3 here because they're going to learn a lot about each other. They're going to go for it. And I want to thank Mount Chevrolet for joining us today. But that's the way it works sometimes. And we are going to see a double final here. So they definitely want to get the win. And you remember, this is all about Mount Sopris. The Mount Sopris Cup. Mount Sopris has notable 2 summits. East of Sopris and West Sopris. That's what they call them. They are about 1.5 mile apart. Man, I didn't realize it was that far apart. They have the same elevation, 12,965 feet. Dominates Aspen Glen's southern skyline. It is fantastic. I tell you, we look at it all summer long. Offers spectacular hiking, picnicking, camping, all kinds of different opportunities, and is named for Richard Sopris, a former mayor of Denver and a part of the first European expedition in the Roaring Fork Valley. And that's why we love to have this Mount Sopris Cup. And I can't think of 2 teams to finish this up here, as of course the 12,965 summit is located western Pickens County and south of Carbondale, southwest of the Crystal and Roaring Fork Rivers. So we want to thank everybody for coming out once again today. And what a day it's been, man. As Alejandra Foster for the Los Amigos Red Team will pick up our first goal here in our final 3 chuckers. Get a little pickup here. And the back shot coming. And this is what the Los Amigos Red Team has done very, very well all day long, is they've really passed the ball at a high level. And I told you, Alejandra, she played, and I love the way she sacrificed herself in the middle of the game. And I think it was a good call, probably by Nacho, one of our top, not just top players, former Tango player and Hall of Famer and Triple Crown winner, U.S. Open winner. I mean, he's got more wins under his belt than. But also to get her to fluctuate a little bit, to change her game. She loved pulling the team, but she came in the game, and then that even helped at the end because, well, the final defensive play of the game, which actually saves the game so they don't go into a tie, blocked down by Alejandra. So, you know, it's an interesting game, Polo, when you start working out the chess pieces. And, oh, then there's another guy who I got to love. When you say defense wins championships, well, hello, Jason Crowder, and watch out, Alejandro on the move. Alejandro, a little bit of a problem right there, a rare miss. Turned around by Sugar. So hard to see Sugar today in his camouflage. That's why I keep missing him. Got his camo on. Oh, Crowder again on the thievery play. Well done, Jason. Shot on goal, gets under it a little bit too much. No problem, keeps it rolling. And that's going to knock it down. And look at this, we have a replacement in there. And I am proud to say that the Cobra, Mark Gansey's replacement, as Mark played the first 3 chuckers, our first leg. And it looks like Santos Bellini will go ahead and replace the Cobra. They do work back and forth at times, so I want to thank Mark, who played very well in the first three chukkers. And they'll put Santos in the purple helmet. So Bellini's got to pick up a quick goal here for the Audi Black right before the Kersey change. Santos playing very, very well this summer. His father, Juan, doing a great job for the Audi team, playing in the back position. They usually play against each other. I usually call it my favorite summer drink, the Bellini, when they're really going at it. But today they're going to work together, and they are a very good combination with Juan at the back and Tato Santos at the front. Here we go. Everybody back for the Kersey change. And this is what they've done well. Oh, man. Camacho Pianez. And I love that's a perfect play we teach in the polo school, the man, the line, the ball. So you get your man first, you ride him off like he did. You establish yourself on the right of way like he did, and then you shoot a goal. It goes off the post, though, and we get a knock-in for the Audi Black team. And Crowder has been getting a lot done on this big gray of his this summer. Horsepower, such a big deal in the game. And we'll recognize that a lot, especially when you see these top players. They'll tell you that those top horses make a difference. And they're going to get one here. And Nacho Navija Estrada, who now on the rotation, because I don't know where they're playing. The Los Amigos Red team today are playing at a level which I love when I'm coaching a team, is there's no position. Who's ever in the number one at that time will play the number one. Who's ever at the number four plays the back. Who's ever in the middle just rotates around. And they are doing it at a very, very high level. Very similar to the way that the Audi Black team plays. So that's what I said on these final three chukkers. We're going to see a lot of different plays, I think, where they try to maybe fool the opponents as they prepare now for Sunday. Well done, as now they got Alejandra pulling the team in the front, and she'll get loose on the big Baymare. This big black horse gets a lot done for Alejandra. Good pickup here. Remember, she just rotated to the front. Take her a couple runs to get the rhythm going again. And then I like this thought process once again by Los Amigos Red. Switch it up. Ali did all the sacrificing in the last three chukkers. Now get her out in front. Get that mallet working. That'll put Nacho very deep and leave Sugar and Camacho in the middle. Now, as I told you, Audi Black, they'll do the rotation because Tato's wearing the one, now helping his dad at the back. There's the outlet pass from Juan looking for Santos, but he's going to go out to Crowder. Jason with an opportunity here. And Crowder is going to crush that one and pick up a goal right at the end of the chukker. Jason Crowder with a fantastic neck shot. And that ball will end the chukker. So here you go, 2-2 in our end of our first chukker in our third leg. Goal chukker number 7. We'll get ready for chukker number 8, our second chukker of our third leg. Stay with us here. Mount Sopris Cup, CTV Sports. All right, here we go. So now another thing that you're probably going to see, because I want to say this, is we are going to have the D. Jensen Memorial. Dr. Dave Jensen's beautiful wife Dee, and we just send out a lot of love to the family, their children, Dave, and we're going to talk more about that on Sunday, Dee. But I think Melissa's Gandy's going to have the Satai team going up against an all-star team. Actually, they'll be going up against Mount Chevrolet now. They'll be playing in that game. We'll get the D. Jensen Memorial, which is it's a big tournament on Sunday also. So 2 big tournaments for you on Sunday, as we'll have the finals of the Mount Sopris Cup. That'll start at 11 a.m. Mount Standard Time, and then we'll go to the D. Jensen Memorial. I'm sure Dr. Dave will be there. And so we want to make sure that everybody sends their prayers and memories of Dee. All right, here we go. Let's go back and forth here. And as I said, both these teams earned their spot in the final. And now it's time to get ready. So they're going to try to get the win here. They both want to leave with momentum, as we call it. So they're going to keep the pressure going. But as I said, don't be surprised if you don't see a little difference. And here's some rotation separation as they turn it around, and they got Alejandro out in front. Ali. That's going to push Bellini way back. See, this is going to get Bellini thinking here. Alejandro. Good reach back, Ali. Well done, Alejandro, on the chestnut pony. 2 times, keeps it out in front. There's the approach inside the 60. Look for the finish, Alejandro. Oh, yeah. Alejandro, and this is exactly what Los Amigos Red is wants. Get Alejandro to pull the team out in front of Bellini. Get Bellini to think about it a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see how they go on Sunday. I'm telling you, it's going to be fun to watch because we're going to see so many different changes. And I love that part of polo. That constant chess game change at 25 to 36 miles an hour. And trust me, they're all taking notes. Alejandro on the little chestnut again. Going to get out in front here. Alejandro, nice pickup here. Got to come in now a little bit from the left, the right to the left. There's the setup. That ball should carry and just off to the right. But a nice run here and pulling the team. They need to get her to pull the team. Get ready for that mode. And then she'll do the rotation play. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see Bellini maybe run through a few times to add that dimension. He did it. He did a little bit against the Mount Chevrolet team. But look at Santos. Santos, Bellini on the far side. But this is what they've done well. But they're going to have to deal with this all day long. Is Bellini cutting the play? Estrada, Alejandro, and Juan do a great job on cutting the play. They get to the line quickly. They move the ball down the field, and it's going to be Santos with the deep, deep, deep neck shot. And look at this, setting it up perfectly for Crowder. And the 1-2 combination. And that'll take us to our courtesy change. And that's a good little give and go from Bellini to Crowder. And they're switching horses a lot. You're going to see a lot of that right now. I wouldn't be surprised. They're going to play certain horses a little longer. They're going to get off certain horses that are playing well. This is all part of the game. Making sure those horses are ready to go for Sunday. They got one that's playing a little hot today. They'll play it a little longer. They got one that's playing perfect. They'll give it a break. It's all part of the team setup As you notice, Bellini moving up now in the bowl-in. That's a little different setup. And I say Juan Bellini on the gray. Alejandra keeping it going now. Foster down the corner. Got to go for the deep neck shot or bring it across. Drags it nicely. Well done, Alejandra. There's the approach. Now look for the finish. And sure to leave it. Back shot coming. Nice try. Picked up and taken by Bellini. Juan, good thought process there to wait for that shot. Now we got Estrada. Everybody going forward. This is where they'll send Juan forward. Now they're looking for Santos. Oh, Tato with the thievery play on Estrada. But he overrides on the breakaway play. Stay a little more composed there. And he gets turned around and controlled. Now the long ball by Estrada. That's what we're used to seeing. 1:38 on the clock. Alejandra gets a piece of it. Not the shot she was looking for. Down the center. Crowder on the big black gelding here. He talked about this horse when he got MVP last week. He said he loves playing the big black gelding. Oh, gets going forward. And everybody overrides. Oh, no. Nacho, but he spins around. Remember, now when a ball stops on the polo field, comes to a complete stop, the right-of-way is the old right-of-way. So Estrada, even though he missed the ball there, and, of course, he's knowledgeable, spins around and just owns that right-of-way as here comes Foster once again. Ali, that's a perfect approach shot. Oh, no, it's a game of inches. And you know what? Let that one go, Alejandra, because you got to get ready for the finals. You won't be taking out a post today. But that play, she would have had to either go near side or take the post out. So I like the idea of just going and riding through there. Now this ball might go off the field. Yeah, that's going to end our second chukker, our 8th chukker. So everybody get ready. 3-3 here. And we'll get ready for our third and final chukker of our third leg. Our 9th chukker, the Mount Sopris Cup. I want to thank, we had some great fans come out today. I want to thank everybody. Some of our regular fans that come out on Sunday. We want to thank of y'all, of course, all the locals. As we love how the local community has embraced the polo. And that's very special for us. And there you go. Sugar Erskine. Hey, Sugar, we like the new helmet. I think the new helmet, it's all about the new helmet. Like Michael Jordan, they said it was all about the shoes. Well, every time a player gets a new helmet, he seems to score a lot of goals. Crowder's got like 5 helmets over there. Changes them up. But that's another good goal. This is where Los Amigos has been at their finest when they shoot a goal from distance. And Santos Bellini says, And here's the give and go right to Crowder. And Crowder. Well done, Santos. Bellini. Nice relaxed swing there. Beautiful pass. Finding Crowder. Jason's got to switch to the near side. Not an easy goal. But that's the way the game should be played. Drive for show, putt for dough. Make it look really easy there as they cover 130 yards in 2 shots. That'll get the equalizer. Back and forth here. And this is what they want to do. Get Nacho going forward. Nacho, that's a perfect approach shot. Estrada, that ball might go on its own. Oh, no. And you saw how easy Nacho hit that ball. It's amazing how easy you can swing at the polo ball. And the momentum, you see the gray mare there was picking up speed. That momentum and that timing will move the ball. That's why it always amazes me when these players hit a ball at a walk and they hammer it. Look at this. Santos Bellini from like 120 backed up cleanly. And this is Los Amigos red at its finest. Nacho. I told Nacho, man. He's been reborn. He's one of our elder statesmen, and he is playing very, very well this summer. Come on, Alejandra, on the move. Foster. Go, Nacho in the rumble seat. Oh, no, Bellini plays the cards there, and Juan will turn it around as Jason says, I'm going for a new one. Juan, former 8-goal player, so he'll give you a show. Picked up now by Estrada. You might get a courtesy change coming here on the turn. They're going to let them run through here. Santos, he'll turn it around. Good ball control. Nicely hit. One tap and hit away. Been working on that. Getting that next level from the 2 goals to the 3. Working on the defense too. Turned around now by Estrada, and he's been just grinding it out on the big hit. Alejandra. Well done, Foster. Gets the first one moving forward. That's what you're looking for. Alejandra, keep it moving. And Bellini. And you'll get a courtesy change here with 2:57 to be precise. So our final 2:57 of the day. And, well, the wind has calmed down. But that's the way it works. But you know what? That was really impressive to watch these top players, top horses. I'm going to thank all the top trainers over there. And of course, all of our groomed trainers take care of those beautiful 4-legged athletes, especially keeping them safe in different conditions. It did change the game a little bit today. Each team had to adjust. Audi Black and Los Amigos Red doing a good job at it. I got to give it up, though. That Mountain Chevrolet team, they were knocking on the door all day long. Very, very close matches between both teams. I mean, Audi just edged out them in the first 3 chukkers. And I don't know if the wind today helped, but it could have helped a little bit of Los Amigos Red. They got to watch a little bit. I mean, that's a big part of the round robin. Figuring out different things you can do against a team. Also playing the conditions of the field, the wind, the sun, clouds, working it out. And they did a good job. They got a very strong team. So they did a good job. Congratulations, all them. Alejandra, Nacho, Sugar, and Tamacho. And once again, on the breakaway play, that ball might go off the field. Yeah. Bad luck there. And you can see Nacho, he's hitting it so easy, and it's just carrying. Even there, he's like, wow, man, I didn't hit that ball that far. All right, Bellini's going to have an opportunity here. One tap and a shot at goal. Two taps. Now the shot at goal. And that ball's going to bounce off the pony. Great job by Audi Black. Mark Gansey, the Cobra, doing a good job pulling the team today. Some spectacular goals, running goals. That's what the red team's going to have to watch out for on Sunday. And the change of players, Bellini, Crowder, and Alejandro, Villa Estrada. And, of course, Santos getting a few chuckers here. And Tamacho Pieta is going to fire one down, and that'll click us down to about 120 on the knock-in. Picked up nicely by Bellini. He'll use the outlet pass to Crowder. And they'll click down under a minute. As they'll go for one more run. Loose ball play is going to be Tamacho. Pieta is down the center looking for Alejandro. Alejandro with one more run. 40 seconds on the clock. Alejandro can put the icing on the cake. There's the near side. Back shot coming. That's a pretty back shot, but taken out by Crowder. Will we get one more run? We will see as Santos will work it out here. Now, it doesn't matter if they tie, of course. Remember, they told you both these teams are in. But let's see if Estrada can lay one out. Come on, Nacho. Oh, nice try there. That one's just going to go off to the side. But that'll end our day. Congratulations to both teams. I want to thank Armando and Fisher Gasso and Dorniak. Doing a great job. I want to thank all our fans. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Hope you enjoyed our day. Thank you once again. And once again, make sure you join us tomorrow at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. This is at McClure River Ranch, right down the road. We will have our kids polo. So that starts at 11 a.m. If you want to check out the main club where it all started 12 years ago, you can check that out. And, of course, check out some kids polo, some true polo stars we'll see tomorrow. And then we'll have continuing action at the McClure Ranch Field number 1. We'll start at 11 a.m. with the finals. We're going to see these two teams battle it out in a 6-chucker match. And then we will go to our final game with our memorial. I'm Dale Schwetz. I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports. So I say thank you for making us the leaders of polo broadcasting. And always remember, here at CTV Sports, we love the polo.